Welcome back to Beadie Monday. If you don't know, Beadie Monday is when I take from this box of all the Beadie creations I've made so far and pick one random one when I'm not looking to show you how to make. And we skip the holiday ones for now, and all the candy stars would be in one combination video. I also do other tutorials during the week as well, along with hauls, subscription box unboxings, and Nico Atsume videos. So let's get into this Beadie Monday. So I'm not looking, I promise. I have no benefit of choosing this, otherwise I wouldn't make it a random choice. I would just upload a video each week showing you how to make each one. So it's completely random to me too. Let's try this one. Oh, that's a candy store. If you happen to see any chopped footage, I'm not sure if I'll be doing it yet, but if you do, that's just like forever things I messed up on. Again, I have no benefit to cheating with this. Oh, that's Santa. That's a store. Okay, this is the iTunes logo. This is the string that I would be using. This is the string that I use for all my pony bead figures. I'd be using the purple color out of the 3 colors I currently own. This is the one that matches the best. So you want about 2 arm lengths while it's doubled, just to make sure that you have enough, because we're also going to be reinforcing it at the end. By the way, this is only $2.99 for this string in micros, and it's a big reel. It lasts a long time, and they have many colors. Put the 2 ends together, go down to the other end. Once you have the other end, you can let go of the 2 ends. Now you want to make sure, if you're using flat string like me, that it is on top of each other nicely and not twisted in any way. And now we're going to do a knot. Do the knot that I'm doing, because a lot of knots will mess up the project. So you want to do this knot or something similar. Now from here you can use this loop as a keychain or to hang up from somewhere, or we can remove it after the first row is in. So now take one of your ends and go down to the tip. Now we're going to add our beads. Make sure that your string is not tangled all the way. Pick up 7 of the light purple. This is what I have now. Also, I forgot to say in the beginning that you can see everything that's in that box in my Pony Bead Creations video, which will also be on my Pony Bead playlist that you can see other Beadie Mondays on. So now you're going to bring those down. Sorry that I bumped the camera. Bring that down to the knot. Make sure that that's not twisted at all. Now take the other piece of string. Make sure that that's not twisted all the way. Now, the right piece of string should go through all of the beads on the left. So now your bead should be on both strings, and we're going to purr tight. So now it should be sitting nicely like this. And at this point we can take out the knot if you would like. All you're going to do is push the loop back through and do it like that. And now you're just going to pull each one of the strings a little bit to even it out. All that knot did was help you stay in the center, so it definitely helped you, and then you could also use it as a keychain. So this is what you should have now. Now you're going to pick up your string again. Make sure it's not tangled. Go down to the tip, and now we're going to add the beads for row 2. We're going to take 2 purple, 5 white, and 2 more purple. So now you should look like this. I'm going to do the same thing. Bring it down to row 1. So make sure that that's not twisted. It's completely flat. And then we're going to get the other side of the string, making sure that that's not twisted. And same thing. the right side of the string goes through all of the beads on the left. So now I'm going to just show you each row, what you should have for each row, because the step is exactly the same until we get up to reinforcing it. For this project, it's all the one stitch. There's no arms or anything like for some of the characters or animals. Now you should have your beads on both strings and just pull. So you should be at this point now. If you notice that this row is a little bent or they don't want to sit together that well, that's okay. That's why we're going to reinforce it so it all sits together very well. For the third row, you're going to do 2 purple, 1 white, 5 purple, 1 white, and 2 purple. This is what you should have at this point. This is your next row. You want a purple, a white, 2 purples, 4 white, 1 purple, 1 white, and 1 purple. This is what you should be at. This is your next row. You need a purple, a white, 2 purple, a white, 2 purple, a white, a purple, a white, and a purple. This is what you should be at. The next row is exactly the same. This is what you should be at. This is your next row. You should have 1 purple, 1 white, 1 purple, 2 white, 1 purple, 2 white, a purple, a white, and a purple. You should be here now. Your next row is exactly the same. This is where you should be now. This is your next row and where you should be. So you have 2 purple, 1 white, 5 purple, a white, and 2 more purple. The next row we're going to do 2 purple, 5 white, and 2 purple. This is where you should be, and we have 1 more row. For the last row we are going to do 7 purple. Here's where you should be, and we're done. This will look awesome attached to an envelope with an iTunes gift card in it. But we're not done yet. Now we have to reinforce. To reinforce it so it sits together nicely and flat like this one, we are going to cut each of your tips at an angle. This just makes it so we can go through the beads easier because there's already a bunch of layers of string in your beads. Now we're going to cut this side. You might need to retrim this a few times because the point can get dull. So now most patterns will tell you to knot on your end of your string, and that's it. That doesn't look good at all. Plus, it would still keep your thing all bunched up like this, not looking very well. So, this string is coming out of the right side of your last row. You're going to put it through the right side of your second to last row. So we're just going to go back through all of the beads. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it around. Get it out. Now it's out of that last bead. And we're going to purl that tight. And you see it already starting to reinforce. Now do this on both strings and go all the way to the top, and I'll meet you at the top. Now all you do is snip off the ends as close as you can get to the beads, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Join me next week.